Hello everybody, welcome back to another edition of TalkingWithHeroes.com in hot, sunny Iraq. I am Bob Calvert, your host. Our websites are TalkingWithHeroes.com and ThankYouForYourService.us. Once again, I want to thank Ron Lank behind the camera, retired Army Ranger, with me the whole time in Iraq. And we're still here in Iraq, but we've moved now to a different location. We're actually where we were last year with the 3rd ID in Kalsu, which is in the northern part of Babel province, which Babel is Babylon. And we're actually here now with somebody I had the privilege of interviewing over the phone at our 24-hour Veterans Webathon we did some months back. Major Jason Billington. He is with the 3rd Armored Cavalry Regiment, 3rd ACR, Regimental Public Affairs Officer. And I want to welcome you to Talking with Heroes.
Thanks, great to be with you.
Yeah, now we're in person, not over the phone.
There you go, there you go. It's good to have you guys here, and we appreciate what you guys do.
Well, thank you. Why don't you tell the people watching a little bit about yourself, how long you've served, and where you're from.
My name is Major J. Billington. I am from Southern Illinois, born and raised there, and my family currently resides in Lower Alabama, and they're getting ready to head to Fort Hood to meet me when we get back. I'm a public affairs officer, so my job is to tell the story of my unit. And my unit is the 3rd Armored Cavalry Regiment. Just celebrated our 165 years since the inception of the regiment, and we're a proud organization, and it's an interesting job to be able to tell the story that our great soldiers are doing around in Iraq during this Operation New Dawn mission.
Now, you were here back in the beginning in 2003, right?
That's correct. At that time, I was a UH-60 Black Hawk pilot, so a different field than what I'm doing right now. We were involved in a lot of air assaults in all these places that our units are arrayed right now. Karbala, Najaf, even Nasiriyah to the south, and so I got to fly over and drop the infantry soldiers in and continue moving through the desert as we waited our next mission. So now, I was part of the story, and now I'm telling it. So that's I guess the difference for me.
Okay. Well, why don't you tell the story here on this deployment? Talk about what you've seen, maybe from the time you got here, the progress you've seen, and also talk about the soldiers.
Yeah, I mean we have a little over 3,000 soldiers here. And normally we are a unit of a lot of heavy metal. We have a lot of tanks and Bradleys, and we're used to being very active out on the battlefield. It's been a little bit of a different mission here, and our soldiers have had to get used to that. Here they are. We have 2 main missions. One of them is to advise, train, and assist the Iraqi security forces. And then one of them is to support the provincial reconstruction team as they do projects that infuse life into the economy and infrastructure in our provinces. We are arrayed in 5 different provinces of southern Iraq, the northern provinces, and we're just south of Baghdad, where we're at here at Kalsu right now. It's been an interesting mission in that this is officially called Operation New Dawn, and as we deployed, we deployed as an advise and assist brigade, and you might have seen some of the media reports of combat operations ending right as we came in August, but we can definitely reflect on the fact that it's still been very dangerous here, and our soldiers are really just doing a great job. Going through, partnering with our brothers in the Iraqi Army, the Iraqi police, and the Department of Border Enforcement to train those soldiers in essential tasks that will help them with external defense, and then also all the day-to-day tasks that they've got to accomplish. And our soldiers have done so well because amid that stability type focus, they've been under fire, whether it be at our bases or whether it be out and about on the roads from roadside bombs. But they've never lost the vigor that they started this mission with. And so that has been really amazing to see the resiliency of the American soldier to get the mission done for our country, for each other, and just the dedication that I've seen has been inspiring.
And we've been out numerous missions now, of course, all on video, people to watch. Remember, one of the units, they go out on 8-hour missions, and 120 plus degrees heat. I mean, what we try to show people back home is these guys are out here working pretty hard every day. There's not much break.
Absolutely, and that's, you know, some of the missions are 12 hours. I mean, and in the 125 degree heat that we've seen as of late, that's a challenge. You know, they're wearing a lot of body armor to protect themselves, and you know, and it's a grueling mission, and it's tough on them. I mean, they get tired, but not once have they slowed their pace. Matter of fact, really, we've been increasing our operations tempo since we arrived, and this in our last month is probably the most active that we've been, and that has only been a testament to the just the strength of the American soldier.
Yeah. Well, they're definitely doing a great job, that's for sure. We've seen over and over again where all that training y'all go through, how it kicks in.
That's right. Yeah. And you know, we've had soldiers in dangerous situations, and that's kind of the thing that you hear from them, is that that training is what kicks in the heat of the moment. You know, if you got an injured comrade, coming to the aid of that soldier is almost instinctive, based on just the amount of training that we put in prior to these missions. So that's an important factor.
Right. About the time these videos start airing, some of you will already be heading home, and gradually over the weeks following, all of you back home in Fort Hood.
Yeah, we're definitely excited to go back to our families. You know, it's an exhilarating thing to be able to go back after 12 months. I mean, it's hard to imagine 12 months away from the people that you love, and we got, you know, the soldiers of 3rd ACR and the soldiers across Iraq and Afghanistan right now are living that reality. And again, just to be able to see how they continue to support the mission in really selfless ways is great. Just talk real quick about some of the successes that I've seen 3rd ACR have since we've been here. I mean, I mentioned the Advise, Train, and Assist mission. 14,000 of the Iraqi security forces have been trained by our soldiers since we've been here. Our little 3,000 man unit has really reached out and affected that many. We had a major exercise in Wasat province, which is to our east, where battalions of the 8th Iraqi Army Division would come through and get everything from individual training to collective training. And it was kind of a neat thing to be able to see that you know, it was the mentorship of our soldiers that really was able to positively affect how they do business, and they really want to learn from us. I mean, they respect the American Army. They've seen them over the last 8 years, and you know, to see the relationship that we've been able to build between our two countries and our military forces has been I think rewarding. I guess the other thing is we're here in kind of a unique part of Iraq. This is where the historic Babylon ruins are, and we've been active helping the provincial reconstruction teams to support the historic Babylon Ruins Museum. You know, so we're kind of in the heart of civilization here in a lot of ways, and you know, not only that, but we also have two of the holiest sites in Shia Islam in Karbala and Najaf. So it's a really interesting place to be. And you know, so and our missions and our projects have really played into helping this area and the Iraqi people to have a better place to live.
That's great. Now, you when you post stories, do some of them go on your Facebook page? Or?
Yeah, yeah. As I mentioned, we're the storytellers. I'm not out there, doing those 12-hour missions like you described. My guys, journalists and broadcasters are out there doing it and bringing it back, and then putting it on our social media pages, our Facebook page, facebook.com/3ACR, or 3D ACR rather. And you can see it's kind of a new venue that we're able to put things out for a larger audience to see. So that's been interesting. We almost have we have over 10,000 fans at this point, I believe. So we're growing steadily, and it's good to be able to get the message out to family and friends of the 3rd Armored Cavalry Regiment.
So it's facebook.com/3DACR. Of course, but people can see it right here on the video.
That's correct.